Dragonfly blinked drearily as the sunlight burned his eyes. It felt like only moments ago he had collapsed, exhausted, after several days of no sleep. The aching of his body told him that he hadn't been dreaming, confirmed that the worst day of his life was closer to reality than he wanted to believe. It felt cruel to sleep and forget about his mistakes for a moment, only to wake to a flood of unpleasant memories and a sudden rush of pain and guilt. He had no desire to get up from where he lay curled up on the ground, even as his packmates began to stir around him. He just wanted to close his eyes and forget. Forget about the stressful moments where he was forced to protect the pups all on his own without the help of his mate. Forget about his cousin's impatience, which pushed him to move his pups before he was ready. Forget about the night he spent tracking a random female dispersal, hoping she would take down an elk in his territory. Forget that the dispersal only chased the elk so far away that he had no chance of finding food for his pups. He wanted to forget about how his own incompetence and curiosity left his pups with hungry bellies, and he wanted to forget Firefly's desperate gaze as she begged to be given a chance to live, moments before the cougar ambush. The way his heart grew hollow as he watched the cougar approach his weakest pup, and he didn't stop it. He didn't grieve. He didn't have time. It would be easier to blame Hornet, blame Tarantula, blame the dispersal wolf, or blame the buck mule deer that seemingly cursed him, but he couldn't bring himself to be angry at any wolf other than himself. Dragonfly, you need to lay down and be sad. Be sad. Be sadder. It's fine. Okay. He was the pack leader, after all, the one forced to make all the decisions without the help of his mate. It was his responsibility to protect his pups, and he failed. At least, if it was his fault, he could do something about it, rather than trying to change what was out of his control. You cannot let death keep you from loving the rest of your pups. Hornet's words echoed in his mind, though she made no effort to console him now. Probably still angry at him for leaving Firefly's side, refusing to even look at her lifeless body. He knew that despite his failings, he still had a pack to take care of. His surviving pups were hungry and weakened, his territory was fading fast, and they all had a long journey ahead of them if they wanted to make it to Lost River before the rival packs made traveling there impossible. Dragonfly could picture his father's warm and excited gaze welcoming him and his pack. He could imagine the large territory they would share, and the opportunities he would have to explore his homeland. This gave him just enough determination to stand up and shake out his frazzled pelt. And the eager gazes of his pups gave him the courage to lead them forward despite the guilt and uncertainty that dragged at his paws. Alright, so welcome back to another episode here with Dragonfly and his struggling pack, his hungry mate, and all of the drama that unfolded in the last episode that is finally over, I hope. I hope that the curse will not continue on. There's also a rival pack. It's literally, I think it's either Wapiti Lake or it's Tarantula. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, I will admit that I am not entirely sure if reloading the save in the last episode was the right choice. I know that sometimes the best stories do come from tragedy, and I probably should have left it as if Dragonfly was an Iron Wolf and all decisions were final. I was just extremely frustrated the last episode, and it didn't seem fair to have all of his pups die because I stayed up way too late recording and made a fatal error and left his pack very vulnerable. I had no idea how terrible fall time was or how risky it was for... Oh, Hornet, I'm sorry, you are starving. He is just on autopilot right now. He is not thinking straight. A lot of people did comment on the last episode saying that Dragonfly should just sacrifice this litter and hope for better luck in his next litter, which absolutely does make more sense. That would make a lot of sense if I was continuing his series that long. And yeah, that would have worked out. He might have had a smaller pack to begin with, but he would at least have the chance at a second litter. But since I'm only doing one litter with him this time, I wanted to make sure that a couple of his pups made it through. Wasn't expecting to suddenly have such a hard time. An item? Oh gosh. What's it? Rusty bowl. Oh. Oh, his rusty bowl. This was like one of the very first items he found and showed to Hornet. And in this dark brooding of his mind, it kind of brings him some comfort to find it again. Hornet, look. Did he leave this here? Where are we? Is this where I think this is? We are at the fossil. He left this here when him and Hornet became mates. She remembers. Oh my goodness. For all her shortcomings, he still can find it in his heart to love her and the memories they shared. Pups. We have to... What on earth? You are in the ground? Water! Grasshopper! Not water bug. Grasshopper! Locust, you buried your sibling. Don't do that. That was terrifying. At this terrain... Man, Grasshopper. Okay, yes. We're gonna leave the Rusty Bowl here to commemorate Dragonfly and Hornet, and we're gonna show the pups the fossil forest so they stop glitching into the ground. Come here, pups. We really have to hunt. We can't linger here for too long. Unfortunately, Dragonfly isn't gonna be able to show them all the places that he previously explored because he is so anxious to just get out of this territory. Whether it's him or whether it's the territory that he chose or the decisions that he made, he doesn't feel safe here. And oh my gosh, now we're in Molly's pack territory. We're just gonna have to steal this real quick for safety. Steal the hex. We're gonna hunt these elk and nothing's gonna go wrong. I do not know how well... Oh yeah, Hornet has full health. The pups have... not the greatest health, but it's fine. Oh, and we rallied. That's good. Forgot that was a thing. Please, please, please do not raid us. We only ask this one small hex and a morsel from your elk herd. And then we will absolutely be getting out of this territory to allow the rival packs to thrive without us. Without Dragonfly ever getting in their way again. And as he finally faces the elk, his very first challenge, he's reminded of when he would hunt the elk with his pack. And for the first time since his pups became old enough to cause him additional stress by going hungry. Grasshopper, you are really close. My goodness. He finally feels a rush of excitement, and somehow the thrill of the hunt washes away his worries for a second. And he's just happy to be hunting alongside his pack mates again. Hornet, can you get that elk? Thank you. You didn't really bite it for that long. What about this elk? It's gonna be difficult. Oh, no, we got our target. It is a calf. What was that? What was that? What was that? How in the world? I need to watch that back. After everything I did to keep Grasshopper alive, every spoon-fed rabbit. And this is how the game repays me. Okay. I can't just keep reviving these pups. I already feel so guilty about the last time I did it. Well, time to go to Discord and write up another tragic storyline. He maybe doesn't notice at first. No, he has to. He has to notice. He has to... Grasshopper? Grasshopper? Grasshopper, where are you, child? We can't have a funeral. Oh, Hornet found Grasshopper. No, Hornet's favorite pup. He cannot even... He lays down close to his pup and he just is so sad and maybe a little bit angry about how absolutely tragic and heartbreaking it is to have to fight for his own survival and his pack's survival and his pup's survival only for one elk kick to snatch that all away. All the joy, all the hardship, every moment he had with his pup is now over in a single second. Ah, the happy music is back. Go away! Grasshopper, my most beautiful child, just died. I don't even... He's so scared to hunt the elk, but if he doesn't, then... Oh gosh. Okay, well... He is so hesitant now. He almost doesn't even want his pups in this hunt. Can we find that elk calf again? Maybe we don't go for an elk calf? No, that's way too risky. Oh gosh, what just happened? Okay, chill game. Please chill. Is it the glitches? Is it because Locust or whoever buried Grasshopper? Did they know? Was that an omen? I'm so concerned and confused right now. All we ask is a tiny bite to eat so that Hornet can heal. And maybe we can sleep. Oh gosh. Okay. We gotta be extremely careful. I have not played WolfQuest in a long time. Oh my goodness, why are we doing this? He has to protect his pups. Hornet, if you could just hunt something without the pups being involved, that would be really good. If you don't want your favorite child to die again. Hornet literally was by Grasshopper's side the entirety of the last episode. Especially when he was starving. Well, whenever she wasn't being useless, that is. Okay, Hornet, please, Hornet, please, Hornet. Hurry, hurry. Before the mother elk comes back. Do not tell the mother elk. Oh, we did it, we did it, we did it. Oh, Dragonfly's leg. He's not gonna eat at all. Because he doesn't need to for some reason. How is he still full? Oh, he ate all the rabbits in front of Hornet's eyes. Okay. Okay, Hornet, finish eating. We need to sleep. We need to eat one more time, and then we need to get out of here. Alright, pack. Devour all that we can of this. He kinda wants to just sleep here for days and days, but he kinda has to hurry across his territory before the mollies cut in and block him from getting to Lost River. Okay, everyone, we're gonna bring some meat chunks and we're gonna get out of here. No more dealing with these rival packs. No more fighting with Tarantula, getting chased out by her. Oh, and speaking of, also, before we leave, we do have to name this one rival wolf. I've decided to name Hornet's sister Hen, which was a rival wolf name that was suggested during Scarlet's playthrough, but I destroyed Hen in record timing, so I wanted to revive the one and only Hen. And I believe they actually might have had the same coat, if I'm remembering correctly, or similar ones. There, your sister has been named Hornet, even though we don't like her very much. She didn't feed her nieces and nephews. Yes, and I will also go ahead and put the fan art feature up on screen now. This video we have cute Dragonfly and Hornet, which was a screenshot redraw, and it's just absolutely adorable, and I love them, and it's very fitting for this video. So thank you, Daisy Pert, for your submission. I honestly do not play WolfQuest much outside of recording and occasional weekly game nights on my Discord server. Bi-weekly game nights on my Discord server. So sometimes I am very out of practice when I just jump into a recording when it's a good time to record. And yeah, I don't know why I'm fixing up this territory. I am never, ever coming back here. All my pups are here. Come here. Yes. Oh gosh. This is big. This is huge. Oh, I'm scared to look at the map. Ah, I didn't get to bring my meat chunk. Scammed. Oh, I recognize this place. Whoa. That is really cool. Oh wow, where are we? Hello, pack. Welcome to Lost River. Let's look at the territories. Oh, what? Okay, so we're basically like right above. Let's say the brown is Beetle and the red is Roach. Coffee Pot? What kind of a name is Coffee Pot? This is the right map, right? Yeah, I just don't recognize it because I've never been up here. So he starts to tell his pups about this amazing land called Lost River. Oh look, no, those are coyotes, I think. He could show them their first dogs, take them to all the places that he always wanted to visit as a pup. But first, they might need a nap. Once they find some elk, perhaps. Lost River is definitely my favorite map, just because of all of the different locations that you can visit and the more unique dens. And all the lore that you can find. There's just so much to explore on this map, where the other maps are more natural and there's not quite as much interesting stuff to check out. He hopes that maybe Beetle can hear his howls and know that he's on his way with his family. That he has a large pack and he has survived this long. Maybe not to the best of his abilities, but he's still alive, at least for now. Oh man, look at this view though, if I don't go running off a cliff. Look at that! Whoa. And the snow and everything. Oh. He finally feels back in his element. Look at the birds! He remembers the ravens and the special connection that Beetle had with them. He didn't mind them at his carcass at all. He didn't chase them. They helped him hunt, and they were a watchful eye in the sky. He was always finding different scraps of food because of them. Not quite ready to face his father without proving that he can at least establish a decent territory. And he has no doubt that Beetle will accept him. Beetle likes pups, and Beetle definitely missed any of his pups that dispersed deeply. And since none of Beetle's other pups seem to have taken this section of territory next to their father, Dragonfly has decided to go ahead and claim it for himself. There's no way. The ravens just led him to a carcass. A cow moose carcass. And an elk herd. Wow. Aw, his luck is already changing. Oh, there's wolves over there. Hunting. What on earth? These wolves are insane! As he stares for a distance, he wonders if it might be Beetle. But he isn't sure. He doesn't want to interrupt. They're just tiny blobs. They look like ants! Look at the ants! Look at the ant wolves! Oh, I want to know if they take down this elk. That would be amazing. I'm gonna watch WolfQuest TV for a second. Uh-oh, dogs! Well, keeping an eye on my pups. Oh, they're retreating. Okay, he's gonna go. He wants to know. He's gonna approach them very, very... What in the world? He's gonna approach them very cautiously. With his tail relaxed, submissive. He's not entirely sure. Hello? I know we look really intimidating. Hello? Are you his family? No, don't run. A male and another male. Two brothers. Wait, I want to see their coats, though. Not near the falls. Oh, whoa. Does not look like any of his siblings. I don't think his siblings had either of those coats, but that one is really pretty. The, like, gray. Oh, that is a very cursed perspective. Okay, well, I will find names for them in a second, but not right now. Okay, not his family, as far as I know. But wow, are they... What dispersals are they? Calamity? Crazy cow! Crazy cow dispersals. How old is Dragonfly? Age 3. Okay. Oh, did I not mark that carcass? Okay, the ravens did for us. And the dogs. Get out of here, dogs. We don't feel like fighting you right now, dogs. Although we could, and then we could sleep. Alright, pups, you gotta be very, assertive with dogs, because they pack a punch, even though you wouldn't expect it. Look at how cute! Oh! Please, if I could... Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of you, pupper. Hey, finally. Oh yes, it's so weird to have working legs. What is that? I've never seen that before. See, immediately... Is this a train car? Whoa. I need to see... Oh, it is. I need to see what achievements I still need to get. Hornet! Oh my goodness. Can I? No, now that just looks really cursed. Really weird and cursed. Oh, wow, this is our home? Whoa, okay, you gave your rabbit to Daisy, that was so sweet! Wow, I love it here. When you take your family camping. See, immediately, everything Everything Dragonfly ever wanted is here in Lost River. Cool stuff to explore, cool items, cool carcasses, hunting opportunities, stuff to climb and just struggle to climb and defy gravity. Please, his leg is healed. He should be able to handle this. Wolf skull. Oh, great. Oh, Daisy likes it. Okay, well, family bonding moment. Yay, pups. Ta-da. Whoa, look at this cool thing I found that doesn't smell like wolf at all. It's Grasshopper. Oh, rival wolf. Elk herd right next to us. Excuse me? Who are you guys? Aggressive. Okay. I cannot see. Looks like we're getting into a tiny bit of a skirmish. He just wanted to know if they were his family, but they are most certainly not. Known wolves. Soulless. Don't attack us. Don't attack Waterbug. Stop. Don't attack my pups. Just chill, man. Chill. Yeah. Okay, pups. You dare? Stop. There's a wolf skull there for a reason. Look, we took down some wolves before you got here. Get out. This is obviously our territory and obviously our elk. Yay. Okay. Dragonfly is just happy that they were able to win that without anybody getting seriously hurt. He doesn't have anything against those wolves. Which we should probably name here. Where did the elk go? They used the chaos to get away. Come here, pups. We've got elk to hunt. Somehow. Whoa, that's a lot of spike elk, actually. Yeah, we can chase them in this direction. That'd be fine. Hey, elks. You wanna run and maybe fall a couple times so we can hunt you? That one fell. We know it's weak. It's a calf. Run, 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 run. Okay, get the mother away from his pups. Okay, pups, be very careful. Okay, this is where Hornet gets to shine by really not helping very much, but she actually is helping more than I expected. As the pups get dragged. Daisy, you need to get in there. Come on, pup. Help. Waterbug is a bit low. Give them the opportunity. Yeah, ha! You come in at the end. Hornet and Daisy working together, aw. That's perfect. You're doing so good, pups. Whoops. Okay, don't get kicked at the last minute. Hornet, you're scaredy. Come on. Come on, pups. Get a... Okay, well, Hornet did it. Alright. We'll take it. Protect the pups from the mother elk. We don't mess with mother anything. Not mother grizzly bears. Not mother elk. Are we gonna finish the child off? Or just keep hunting the mother? Yeah, get the child out down, please. Good job, Waterbug. I'm scared, Waterbug. Waterbug, be careful. Your health just keeps getting lower, pup. Get back, Waterbug. Let your siblings handle this. You're doing good, Waterbug. Daisy, you need to get in here. And do something, pup. Good job, pup. Always going for the neck bites. Oh gosh, gosh! Trying to give her the courage to bite the elk and she gets kicked in the face. She is definitely scared of elk. Come on. No, let the pups do it. Pups. Ah. Okay. Good job. Waterbug gets all the credit for being the most injured. Okay, we should eat some, sleep some. And the rival wolves are not happy with us, with all of our carcasses over here. Uh-oh. We are full health. We cannot deal with coyotes on top of rival wolves. I think we're gonna retreat, but oh my goodness. Who are you guys? Okay, we've definitely got enough to name. Okay. Gonna name them real quick, hang on. Okay, I've listened to the battle music for too long, and I forgot to name the dispersals, hang on. I tried to pick out some really nice name suggestions for the Sawmill pack. I had a humongous list of animal and bird and mythical creature name suggestions, so I went with some of those. And then for the rival wolves, I tried to kind of vary it between some of the name suggestions that were just one name suggestion or two name suggestions. Albert and Martin are absolute menaces that took down that moose, and then the rest of them, I don't know. Interesting. I think it was Albert and Martin that... No, it was these two. It was Crest and Fog, actually. I lied. Okay. There they all are. They're beautiful. And now we need to run away now. They are... Yep. Okay. They are going to hurt us. We're not staying. We're leaving. Come on, pups. Yeah, let's go this way. Why not? We are going to flee! Get out of here. Sandpiper, go away. Your name is adorable, but go away. I think that's their pup. Run, run, run. I don't know where we're gonna go exactly. He's so tempted to turn around and bite that pup. You are too bold for your own good. No, you had back up. You had back up. Pup. You are all on your own. Don't do that. Okay. We're leaving. I just wanted to teach your pup that boldness is not a strong suit. Whoa. Okay. Note to my own pups as well. Is this the territory that's in dispute right now? Oh, that pup is so not backing down right now. Are we almost out of here? Leave. Leave faster. This is not good. He didn't get a good, strong territory established in time, and now the rival packs are gonna try and take what they can. He's not gonna risk his small pack against that many wolves, though. Okay, good. He's gonna return their howls. He's gonna swear to come back to this and fight them at some later time, but not right now. Look at how pretty we are, though. Even though we're losers. We're so beautiful. We're such pretty losers. Just gonna get them some food before they do another quick hunt. And for the first time in a very long time, he's gonna play with his pack. Despite the rival wolf attacks, he's feeling rather confident either way. And very excited and very hopeful for the future of his pack in Lost River. They've already had far better luck than they ever had in Amethyst. They have plentiful food for the moment, and his surviving pups seem happy and are growing into strong and capable wolves. Yeah, Daisy! Oh my gosh. Oh yes, finally. Haha, you can't out-dizzy your dad. There we go. Hee hee. This is so rude. This is what he did to his... Oops, oops, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, it was a misunderstanding. I just wanted a cool screenshot. Hornet, join us, Hornet. No, not the coyotes, not the coyotes. We were having such a fun time, not the coyotes. Ah, fine. Fine. We go and we look for the elk again. I hope they were in this direction. Don't tell me I lost them. Okay, good. We'll do one more hunt. Real quick. Alright. And with a plentiful carcass secured in his pack, he's pretty happy. He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna ask them to stay here for a moment while he goes and talks to Beetle, hoping that maybe he can work out an alliance with his father and finally feel like he isn't alone in the struggles that he faces. So he's gonna go ahead and leave his pack here and head towards Beetle's territory with high hopes. He makes his way towards his father's territory, already feeling more at home among the elk herds and familiar landmarks of Lost River. He felt comforted by the presence of so many ravens, which followed him closely wherever he went, though they brought with them an ominous feeling as well, staring down at him from the burnt branches of long-dead trees, their eyes squinted in curiosity as he approaches the border between the two territories. But as he approaches, he is caught off guard by an unfamiliar pack scent. He draws in a breath for a moment, confused. He had been so caught up in his own thoughts that he had forgotten to check the wind or pay much mind to his surroundings until now. A sudden snarl startles him, and before he can react, the body of another wolf slams into him. The trees above him become a blur as he hits the ground, rolling just in time to escape the gnashing jaws of his rival. A howl of fear escapes him, and he scrambles to his paws and turns to face the offender, lips drawn back in a terrified snarl. But as his eyes catch a glimpse of a russet pelt, he suddenly softens, ears perked, his tail swishing across the grass in an involuntary tail wag. "Uncle Roach!" Dragonfly gasped, surprised to see a familiar face. The rival paused for a moment, his muzzle quivering as he drew in the other wolf's scent. Only then did recognition flicker across his gaze, mixed with a subtle hint of uncertainty. "Dragonfly?" he questioned. "Yes, it's me, Dragonfly. I came back to Lost River with my family. I was hoping to find some territory next to Beetle, and you too if you'd like." As the words spilled from his mouth, he couldn't help but feel slightly uneasy as his uncle stiffened, fur bristling along his spine. But his gaze showed no malice, only hollowed with fear. "You shouldn't have come here," Roach choked out, dragging his gaze away from the darker wolf. "What? Why?" Dragonfly tilted his head in confusion. Would Beetle not be happy to see him? Did Roach not want him here? He'd heard stories of Roach's unfriendliness towards other wolves, but that was before he reunited with his brother and things changed. Yet the longer he looked at his uncle's stance, the more dread began to creep through his pelt. Roach wasn't saying anything, so he continued. "Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just wanted to see if Beetle would be okay with me staying." "You can't!" Roach snarled suddenly, causing Dragonfly to flinch back. "Beetle is dead!" Dragonfly felt as though he had been struck in the chest, finding himself unable to breathe. He could only stare at his uncle with eyes stretched wide. "It can't be true," his mind screamed, while at the same time recalling the unfamiliar wolf scent that now replaced his father's territory, and the silence on the wind as no wolf had ever responded to his howls. There was no use denying it, so he closed his eyes for a moment and allowed the excruciating pain of grief to settle over him. "How?" he managed to ask, even if he didn't want to know the answer. "Rival wolves," Roach growled, eyes narrowing. They attacked his rendezvous site just before fall, when his pups were still vulnerable. I heard the distant battle, but by the time I arrived... His voice cut out for a moment, and he drew in a shaky breath. His entire pack was just... gone. Another flood of grief struck Dragonfly, and he swayed on his paws. All of them? He whined. Roach nodded, pulling his gaze away. Dragonfly suddenly felt a strange realization, followed by a flare of anger. How is that possible? I thought you would have shared a summer rendezvous site. Why weren't you there? He spat, finally able to look at his uncle, finally seeing the guilt that the other wolf carried more clearly. For several moments Roach stood, trembling, unable to respond, but when he did, he managed to meet Dragonfly's gaze with subtle conviction. Listen to me carefully, Dragonfly. That summer at the shared rendezvous site only happened because I was selfish and grieving the loss of my pup. I was afraid, no, terrified of the possibility that I might lose another one, and I knew Beetle wouldn't turn me away. I knew the burden that I was placing on him, but I didn't care. I no longer wanted the responsibility of keeping my own pups safe. I didn't trust myself. So I left them with Beetle while I expanded my territory and hunted for easy prey. And once those pups were raised, increasing the strength of my pack, I left my brother to fend for himself, believing I was doing us both a favor. He let out a tiny scoff, his calm voice turning to a growl. But I was wrong to believe that Beetle would be better off without my help, especially with so many rival packs around just waiting for an opportunity to attack him at his weakest point. I had no idea how vulnerable my brother truly was, until it was too late. I never should have left his side. Dragonfly could barely focus on his words, feeling as though his entire world was shattering like ice beneath his paws. His fondest memories, his safest moments, the place his heart yearned to go back to. Had it all been a lie? But none of that matters now, Roach continued, his fur beginning to bristle once again. What matters is that there is a huge and very aggressive pack that has taken over Beetle's former territory, and you are the only known surviving heir. If you came here seeking a safe haven, you should leave. Now Dragonfly felt his own fear, backing away with wide eyes. I can't go back to Amethyst, he cried. The rival packs were far more aggressive, attacking my pups at every opportunity. Even Tarantula started pushing me out of my own territory. Tarantula? Roach's ears perked at the mention of his daughter, his gaze softening slightly. It seemed as if he wanted to know more, but instead he brought his attention back to Dragonfly. If you couldn't handle the rival packs of Amethyst, then you certainly don't belong here, he snarled. My pack is at war with the Badlands wolves, and your territory is caught in the middle. It would be for the best interest of your entire pack if you leave this place, before the rivals figure out who you are. Dragonfly took another step back, feeling himself spiraling. He couldn't go back. He couldn't stay here. He didn't even deserve to be called a leader, much less an heir. But despite feeling weaker than ever before, more than anything, he felt angry. He already ran away from Amethyst, ran from his cousin, from the graves of his pups. He thought for once that he had left hardship far behind him, and found a safe place to raise his family. Only to be told to leave once again, to leave behind the memories, his father, his home. He'd been letting the rival packs push him around for far too long, deciding what elk he was allowed to hunt and where he was allowed to go. He knew that Beetle would want him to be forgiving, to never fight violence with violence, but he just couldn't stand it anymore. No, I'm not leaving, he growled, his eyes now lit with determination. Let me join your war, and take back my father's stolen territory. I don't want to run anymore. Roach studied him carefully for a few moments, seeming to be quite torn, but eventually he gave a slight nod. Very well, but you must be absolutely sure. This feud has been going on long before you were born. You will be putting your pack at great risk. Dragonfly swallowed down the fear rising in his throat, knowing that if he hesitated, he would miss this chance. I'm sure. Roach's doubt seemed to fade ever so slightly. Then we should make a plan. Thank you for watching this episode with Dragonfly. We will pick back up with the story in the next episode. Don't forget to join the Discord server if you haven't already. Become a member to get early access to new content. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video release. Goodbye!